Metal Pilgrims. Today we're here with Marco Heubaum from Xandria, with whom we finally get to meet in person. Man, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Thanks
finally.
Yeah, it's great to meet you.
Yeah,
Finally.
yeah, finally. I was going to start this conversation and say like something, hey man, can you imagine it's already been 3 months since you released your previous studio album, the new one, then realize it's been a year and 3 months.
Right.
Can you fucking believe that it's been so long?
Yeah, it's just time was really flying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we did a lot of shows, a lot of tours. We even released new song in the meantime. So.
Yeah, and it's awesome. Yeah. Do you already feel, because with this new album you also had like a restart of the band in a way, right?
Yeah.
With a new lineup. Do you already feel now, a year and a half later, that you're comfortable with this lineup already and it's your band properly?
It felt like that a year ago already.
Awesome.
So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, awesome. Any plans for, because once again it's been so long already, anything for a new record? And if so, when can we expect it?
I am always writing new songs, and we just released a new song in April called Universal, which is the first of a few to come. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna reveal yet what it actually will be in the end, like the format in which it will be released. But there's more to come, of course.
Awesome. So you think, once again, you don't have to reveal, but we are looking more of a single-based releases rather than a standard 1980s type single and then an album.
Yeah, that's kind of a big topic nowadays because a few bands and few acts also in pop are doing it that way. I understand the side of it that you want each song to have the attention it deserves, because when you release an album you have like 2, 3, maybe 4 singles, and the rest of the album no one really talks about it,
Unfortunately.
And I can understand that perspective. On the other hand, on an album you can do stuff that you don't do as a single, which for some bands don't really matter that much, because for pop acts, for example, they don't do like 10 minutes epic songs, with complex structures or anything. You won't expect something like that from, I don't know, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know, but maybe not from Ariana Grande.
Yeah. Taylor is awesome. Come on, everyone who pretends to not like Taylor Swift, right?
I mean, yeah. There's some. It's interesting. I just listened to some stuff from the new album. One song sounds like U2.
Yeah.
That was really surprising. Yeah. You can say whatever you want about her, but she's exploring. She's not always taking the safe route musically. She's not a copy-paste musician with one concept always copied. While in metal, on the other hand, you have a lot of it.
That's true. And you know what I realized? I've been following you guys, Xandria, since pretty much your beginning. But this year, you guys are celebrating with 30 years of existence?
Oh, to be honest, I'm not really thinking about these anniversary things, because the beginning of Xandria is not really defined by one point in a certain year. It developed in a certain direction. There was even, like, in the mid-90s, there was like what you would call a school band, like just some young friends still going to school, and very amateurish, of course, and that was already called Xandria, and it already had like the basis of the vision that I followed later. But we broke up because we had a lot of different ideas of where to go, and then I had a new band that I called Xandria, and that was eventually having this debut album Kill the Sun back then, but also only after a few more lineup changes. So it's in the beginning, I think it's probably in many bands it's like that. I mean, even the Beatles, they had a fifth Beatle in the beginning, I don't want to compare Xandria to the Beatles, obviously, but it's just
weird, right?
just like, but also those bands that you like for a certain kind of lineup, they had in the beginning, it's always like a little bit changing until it finds its final outfit. And with Xandria, it's the same. So when someone says like, you have 25 years this or 30 years yet, I really would have to think back. Okay, what was 30 years ago? I am in 94, And that makes me remember it was actually the Wild Honey album of Tiamat, which was giving me that initial spark to do metal with atmospheric and a little bit more complex elements. While before I would have just probably, like, with the friends I was hanging back then, you know, we were metal guys at school, and you know, one day we wanted to form a band that sounds like Iron Maiden. Next week we wanted to do something like Sepultura, you know. And
whatever you listen to.
Yeah,
point,
sure.
Yeah.
And that's great. It's all those elements coming together. It's still nowadays in Xandria songs I put the most different elements from all the bands I love, you know, because we all just suck in what we love, and then we combine it. We sometimes we adore something so much we want to aim for doing something on that level also, but you just put your own flavors in it, you know. Like there can be a song that has a little bit of a, you know, like a film score vibe, but then there are some Pantera riffs in there. A very good example from our current album, The One I'm Still Awaiting, is the song that we always play the first in the set. Since it's out. It's like always the opener, it's You Will Never Be Our God. It starts with harsh vocals. It has a little bit of an Arch Enemy touch, I would say. I was not aiming for that, but I was told later it reminds people of it a little bit. And then we have a verse that is a little bit more modernish, I would say. And then the chorus is completely old school 80s metal. So really different things in one song even. And I love to do that, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I told you that like an hour before or something like that. It's been roughly 10 years since I saw you guys last time, and it's a completely new band. It's a different, you know, you're on the next level, absolutely. But I absolutely enjoyed the show today at Rock Imperium Festival. Where freaking loved it. So, are you looking forward to seeing whatever your next chapter is going to be?
Yeah, of course. We are always planning new things ahead. There's always something on the horizon, like new songs that we're gonna release. There's a tour planned for fall.
But there's no 30th anniversary celebration or anything like this.
No, actually, didn't have anything like this in mind, because it, like I said, it doesn't really feel like this is the point where this band began. It's something that I can look back like, yeah, okay, that gave me that idea, and but there was other things coming later that were really like getting this band where what it was becoming later. I mean, there are certain things that you can definitely put the anniversary label, the tag on, which is the album release, obviously.
Absolutely.
So if we have like an anniversary of the first album, this is something that's obvious
But it has
that
been
you can
30 years,
do.
of course, yeah.
No, that's true. Yeah.
A little bit less. That's when I discovered you guys.
2003. Yeah, it's 21 now. 21.
21 already.
Yeah.
Shit, I feel old.
Yeah, me too. Well, sometimes not. Sometimes yes, but sometimes not. Only when you look at the numbers. But just don't look at the numbers. You know, maybe that's the reason why I don't want to do anniversaries.
Don't ever do that. Well, man, I'm really looking forward to it. Once again, a great set, and hopefully,
Thank you.
Hopefully, I'll get you live once again. Hopefully, you guys will be able to come to Ukraine.
I really hope so. I really hope so that better sooner than later. This war will be over. And in the sense that Ukraine will be what it should be, you know, what it was more than 10 years ago.
Thank you.
I'm saying this as a statement.
Thank you.
And then I would absolutely love to come and play. Actually, even before, but I'm not sure if there are many concerts happening at the moment.
There's actually Sharon Donato is coming with a statement right now. She's coming in 2 months with a show. It's going to be a small show, of course, but you know, if you guys would like to come, we're more than happy to welcome you, and I'll personally show you around everywhere. If you guys would like to make, you know, a concert.
That's a great idea, actually.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then hopefully we'll see you very, very soon.
Yeah, it would be great.
This was Marco from Xandria. Stay metal. Thank you, brother. Thanks a lot, man.